let's do it, brother. Alan, do you want to introduce Sheila?
We'll introduce her together because,
Okay, let's do it.
me and Neil have been working with Sheila, partnering in a beautiful connection. It just seems to flow. There's total agreement that we've been having in these special events. And I was so happy to bring your community, Neil, together with Sheila's community. And that's what we keep doing. We're not just connecting people, we're connecting vast numbers of people so we can all join and sharing wisdom each of us have. Is like no one person has all the truth, so we need to connect the dots.
Yeah.
And Sheila's done this beautifully with her Wish Alliance, and it was so radical when I heard it. This woman is creating a organization for walk-ins, indigos, starseeds, and hybrids. That is cutting edge. That is beautiful. And Sheila is not just doing that because it's popular, but she is so passionate about her own transformation that she's dedicated her life to the awakening of new consciousness, expanding the boundaries of consciousness with her Wish Alliance.
Yeah,
So,
we do need to come together in order to really figure out how to work as a team and collaborate to make some real shifts, And as we've said multiple times, we all have pieces of the puzzle and we're all doing it in our own beautiful, unique way. So coming together with Sheila, with Wish Alliance, and, just really just using each other as a platform in order to increase the awareness on the planet of what is really going on, but ultimately how we can do the inner work so that we can really come to a place of inner peace and cultivate that in our external reality, right? So Wish Alliance has done some amazing things, community events. We do 3 full productions a year together. The Hybrids Conference, the Walk-ins Conference, the Starseed Conference that Alan, myself, and Sheila do together, as well as being featured on each other's platforms like all the time, right? So
right.
we really figured out a way to just like completely like join forces on an unprecedented
Yeah, it's
level.
beautiful. I have to say, Sheila's been through her own very dramatic, incredible transformation, but she's also full of compassion, maybe because of that, and kindness and sincerity and helping. She's really here to help support the awakening of the planet and of humankind to this next level of reality. So thank you, Sheila,
Yes,
for everything
definitely
you've
very sincere.
done and do and are doing and will do. So thanks so much.
Well, thank you guys. And, I appreciate both of you so much for all your friendship and your support and advisement. I really, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And I want to give another shout out to you, Neil, for 14 years of amazing programming, amazing bringing of people together and sharing and really having all of this conscious information. And Alan, too, you've been doing this, 25 years?
Something like that, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
25. Yeah, we'll say
Well,
25.
But
25 plus years. Yeah.
I start,
And
yeah, yeah.
yeah. And so I thank you guys so much from
thanks,
the
Sheila.
from the bottom of my heart. And I'm going to try to go through my presentation. I tried to keep it really short and condensed because I'm really going to be piggybacking on a lot of information that people have been sharing, because over these past 2 days, it's like, wow, so much information has come forward. Mine is a little more personal about some of the light code and DNA activations that's been happening and, moving from, shifting within these consciousness and timelines. I wanted to share that with people, but then I want to go through the wish site and then provide an activation, especially on this day of transformation. And so I'm really excited to be here, and thank you very much.
Thanks, Sheila.
So,
Okay, take it away.
Okay. It's all yours.
all right, so I'm going to go ahead and start by sharing my screen. And here we go. So, ascension, consciousness, that's what we've been talking about for over these past, not just 2 days, but all of us in our own ways have been working with this ascension consciousness. We've been receiving messages in our dreams, in our meditations. We've really been up-leveling. We've been releasing. We've been letting go. And this is such an exciting time that I am grateful to be here. Now, I love this image because it shows that 3D-ness that we are all part of, as well as that 5D, and I like to say, and beyond. And this little tunnel being this fourth dimensional, kind of like it's a push-pull type of energy that allows us to release and to let go and to heal all those lower vibrational energies and thought forms that no longer serve us. And over these past few days, I've had things that have come up and it's like, wow, I haven't thought about that, in a minute. And so I've been able to release and let go. And one of the things I would encourage everyone is throughout this day, when these speakers are talking, we have wonderful presentations out there, but just kind of close your eyes and allow the resonance of people's voices to really get in and start doing some of that digging in those cellular levels, because the reality is we are breaking through all these old paradigms. And when we get through one, then we see another one. It's like, oh gosh, wait a minute, I thought I worked through all of that. And so as you can see, we've got this little tunnel slide, is what I like to call it, because being in 3D, obviously we're in 3D, but as our consciousness raises, we're able to see everything that's below us. So when we're operating in 4D consciousness, we can see the 3D consciousness that's in operation around us. When we're able to operate in that 5D consciousness, we're able to see the fourth and the third and the sixth. We can see the fifth, fourth, and third. And so the ticket is being able to stay in these consciousnesses, because no matter how much we meditate, no matter how much work that we're doing, life happens to us. And so the only thing that we can do is choose how we're going to respond to that. Now, one of the things that has been happening for me is, well, first off, like a couple years ago, this process started where I started shedding all this, intense rebalancing and just yuck that wasn't mine. But being a walk-in and coming into a body that's kind of like a used car, you have to get a new paint job, you have to put in a new carburetor, or I don't even know if they have carburetors anymore, but every time I get to a place I think, I've done all this work on, this huge intense wave comes through. Now, thank goodness I've been told that the last of those intensities happened about 2 or 3 years ago. However, there's always going to be things that are coming up. Now, when I asked my collective about this, they began to talk to me about the reason that not just me, but all of us, the reason we have got to get rid of this energy is we have within us light codes that are being suppressed, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. But what happened for me is I got this mass infusion. I had all of these waves of light that were just washing through me, and I could visualize literally I'm going to call it yuck, because the hoocha, I was seeing all this hoocha coming out of me as if I was taking this spiritual bath and pulling in light, and it really did shift and change. And this is the opening paragraph of the introduction of the new book that I'm writing. I'm actually in the editing phase of this, but I think it just kind of summarizes everything that we've been talking about here this weekend, where humanity is transitioning into the age of Aquarius, an astrological cycle when we, as a human species, shift from a place of duality into a new paradigm of multidimensional expanded consciousness and the truth of who we truly are as cosmological beings. We are on the precipice of a quantum leap in our ability to perceive and have extraordinary multidimensional experiences. This unfolding expansion propels us to a deeper understanding of ourselves, humanity, and our universal structure. Again, this entire weekend has been about this very thing. So just kind of close your eyes for a minute and breathe in that resonance, because that was written by my collective. And when I came in as a walk-in, I came in as an aspect of a collective of beings that prior to the incarnation I had merged consciousnesses with, and then we were acting as a single unit and we're here around the planet. But when I came in, I brought just a little bit. And then over time, I've been bringing more and more and more of that essence. So when it comes to projects like writing these books, it's kind of a no-brainer. They're like, oh, interview this person, this person, this person, this person, write this, do that. And so I'm very, very blessed to have them active in my life. Now, one of the greatest shifts of humanity is happening right now. And I don't know if anything similar to this has happened in any of human recorded history. I'm sure it has happened because I've been told that this is like the fourth ascension that has occurred. But as these higher waves of frequency, just continue to wash over the planet, they're bringing these high vibratory light codes, and they're embedding themselves into our DNA, and they're waking up our sleeping light codes. We have dormant DNA. And I found this saying, and I absolutely loved it and wanted to share it with you. It says, our DNA is like a genie in the bottle, except for their genes in the body. Connected to a unified field of the universe, they react to our thoughts to make our wishes a reality by attracting people, things, and experiences with what we desire the most. That is exactly what Neil was talking about this morning. The more we drop into the essence of who we truly are as a human, embodying more of our spirit essence, the more we're able to send out this ripple to the universe. And the universe acts as a mirror. So whatever we're sending out, they just send it back. It's not like, oh, today I feel like helping Sheila. Today I feel like helping Alan. That's not the way it works. It's whatever you send out is being sent back and magnetized to you. And the cool thing about all of the genes that we're talking about, everything is a reflection of source DNA, because that's what we are. And our souls are actually these holographic fractalizations actually of source experiences, for us to have these experiences and send that information back to source. And as we shift our consciousness, we're opening to receive more source energy and are able to express that higher divine unconditional love, compassion, cooperation, that unity consciousness that we've been talking about all weekend, where we have this collaboration without competition. I think that's Michelle's the first person I heard say that. And then of course we start talking about the we-evolution, how it's no longer an I or a me or a you, but it is a we. And as we embody this, we're able to pull in more of our source energy. Now, our biology is an expression of our spiritual DNA, our source codes. And all we have to do is to drop into stillness, call in more of our own light, and see this explosion. And I'm going to walk you guys through an activation that I like to do. I do this for myself pretty regularly. But as you can see, the DNA that is in this particular slide, I absolutely loved it, because you can begin to see how it's sparkling and how it's changing. And it is changing, because in a lot of my meditations, I have been seeing like a triple helix DNA. And I'm starting to receive more and more information about that. And of course, that triple helix then is also activating our DNA so that we as humanity can shift into these new light beings with this carbon silica based body, because that's what's going to happen when we're embodying these triple helixes. Now, I love this slide too, and I wish I could have found one to show you what I see. But once we're able to activate the DNA energy, it begins to release this matrix of deception that we've been shrouded in for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. And it allows us to embrace that individual aspect of the source codes that are within us. And during my meditations, I've been taken above the earth. And as I look down, do you guys remember the pixie sticks that you could play with as kids, how you just lay them over top of each other? Well, that's some of the matrixing that I see. And this matrixing is there and it's in place to help us to have these human experiences, because we have to experience what we chose to experience, let me say that. We chose to come here and we chose to experience this planet of duality, this planet of always questioning. And the coolest thing ever is the fact that when we came to have this veil of forgetfulness that's over us, we're waking up anyway. We're remembering who we are. And I think that that is super cool. Now, the light codes, again, that are coming in to people, the more people I talk to, the more people are telling me that they're experiencing their psycho-spiritual 5D abilities. A lot of people are experiencing telekinesis. They were already clairaudient and clairvoyant and clairsentient and all the clairs, but they're kind of bumped up to this new level. Also, they're having these out-of-body experiences very easily, whereas before people were telling me that they had difficulty trying to get out of their body, trying to astral travel, or to even have lucid dreams. But now, because all of the 4D energy truly is anchored on this planet, we're able to, when we move to that fifth dimensional energy, that's where we can take control of those dreams and we begin to start manifesting. And I think lucid dreams are there to help us prepare for all of this sixth, seventh, eighth dimensional energy that we're going to be able to experience. Now, as I said, I talked to a lot of people, and people are telling me that even though they're having these phenomenal, miraculous experiences happen to them, that sometimes when they occur, they feel a little bit more lonely. They feel like that there's really nobody there for them. They don't know who to talk to. They don't know where to turn. And that is one of the reasons that the Wish Alliance was created, because so many people reached out to me after the walk-in conference that we did. Gosh, it was over a year ago. In January, actually, when we had that first Wish conference, I was inundated with people that was like, oh my God, I am not a walk-in, but everything you're telling me resonates so true to me. I have realized I'm a starseed, because you have to think about this. Walk-ins come from somewhere, okay? We're angelic. We are extraterrestrial. We are ultra-terrestrial, we are dimensional beings, we're inner earth beings, and we come from collectives. And so all of these experiences, and that's why I like the ALL in the Alliance, all of these experiences are able to fold beautifully into each other, because it doesn't matter what kind of experience we're having. They're all from the soul, and they're all soul experiences. And that soul energy, being the personality of this lifetime, then again is connecting back in with that source energy. And so I want to go through the Wish Alliance website. For those of you that have seen it, please forgive me for going through this again. Continue to add each and
Sheila?
every day.
Could you turn your video off, just because every 5-6 minutes or so your video freezes or your sound goes down? So let's try to make the bandwidth increase. So just let's do it like that.
Okay, beautiful. And so with the Wish Alliance, we were a handful of individuals who came together to provide this multi-dimensional conscious evolution community for people. And the more people that came in, the more it became a movement. People were excited. They were inviting their friends. They were telling people about it. And to visit our website, it's wishalliance.org. Right on the front page, you can sign up to receive our weekly emails. We always try to keep what's happening with Portal to Ascension right here front and foremost. And you can see we've got Joan coming up on Monday. Marina is coming up on Wednesday. So if you haven't already signed up, guys, hop on there, click, and get registered. We also have on Monday nights Conscious Awakening series, and I have this beautiful lineup of people who help to host this event, and we bring speakers from everywhere, from all genres. And like on Monday night, we have Campbell Foster coming, and he is a sound healer, and he kind of works with the binaural beats of the brain. And so if you plan to come to that, please be sure to bring your headphones. We also have on Thursday nights the Cosmic Conversations, and we have had some phenomenal speakers. So if you've missed any of those speakers, you can go and click on our past speakers for 2022 and 2021. And this just gives you a little bit more information about what really makes the Wish Alliance tick. If you've never read anything about the Wish Alliance, you can go to our About section and find out more information. You can go to the Alliance section and find out who all is involved. But here you can see that Wish is an alliance of walk-ins, indigos, starseeds, and hybrids who are here to be in service to humanity. And I think everyone that's watching this today, you have moved into those higher consciousness realms. And regardless of what job you have, I bet you that in some form or fashion, you too are in service to humanity. Let me hop over here, and I want to share our wonderful group of ambassadors that we have. And these ambassadors are here to serve as a support for anyone who's having these experiences. And you can see we have a plethora of talent right here on the Wish Alliance. And somebody said they're calling this the Galactic Yellow Pages. And so, you know, regardless of what you're looking for, you probably are going to be able to find it here. And we have all these beautiful people just ready to assist you. Now, one of the things I want to highlight are all of the various services. If you are looking
one more time, sorry. All we see is the screen of the web page, but we don't see the drop downs or anything else showing anything else.
Okay, well, I must have a funky internet this morning, so let's just send some good energy out there and strengthen this signal.
Maybe stop your screen share and start again. Just let's see if that works.
Sure. Okay.
And share the desktop, not the PowerPoint.
Right.
Or whatever you're sharing. Yeah, share the desktop.
No, I'm sharing the desktop. Whoops, I click here to go to the desktop. So there we go. So can you see the drop down?
No, still we don't see it.
Okay, well, I apologize for that, guys. I'll just read the drop down to you. But if you will check it out, you'll be able to see it on wishalliance.org. We have activations and DNA repair. We have Akashic readings, astrology, oracles, regular tarot readings, Angelic and Ascended Master information. There's counseling, coaching, and mentoring. We have people who offer channeling as well as teach you how to channel. We have extraordinary and mysterious and the unexplained. We have extraterrestrial star family healing and integration services. And integration services are for those people who are just waking up, that are really looking to get their feet underneath of them. We also have an integrative medicine section and spiritual practices. Now, on the artisan section, I'm very, very happy, and I'm so regretful that you can't see this. But on our artisan section, we have beautiful art and film and poetry and music. And right next to the artisan section are the forms. So if you are interested in becoming part of this movement, if you're looking for a community, you can sign up to attend the meetings, because yes, we have these phenomenal speakers, but at the end we open up and everyone gets to interact with the speakers, they get to interact with each other, and they get to share. And I think that that is very, very important. So, you know, to grow this community, everyone has to be able to come from that experiential point of view. So we have the ambassador and the artisans application, the author application, book reviews. We have a meditation application, a new section called Share Your Story. And this is for individuals who have something that they want to share with the world. It doesn't have to be super long. It can be about your spiritual awakening. It can be about a miracle that happened. Gosh, Joan, you could probably fill this whole site up with all the miracles in your stories from Miracle Mondays. But everybody has these miracles that are happening in our lives. And so one of the things that I am looking to do is to be able to bring this community together and to be able to offer support to people who really need it. First off, that is part of my mission as being a way shower. When I walked into this body, I agreed that I was going to help get people ready for the ascension. And you know, we've been ascending since the dawn of time, but this is different because this is an inward ascension. Sorry about that. So as we wake up, you know, we can experience 10th dimensional consciousness right here in these 3D bodies on this planet. But once we all reach that critical mass, we will shift into a new body, will shift into a new world. And I know a lot of people right now are trying to build conscious communities. And I think that these conscious communities are also another way that's just helping us to prepare for the shift. And so that is basically the presentation that I have brought to you guys today. But what I'd like to do is provide an activation. So if you could just go ahead and close your eyes. And if you'll just take some deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. And let's just take 4 of these deep cleansing breaths together, in through our nose and out through our mouth. And at this time, I would like for you to look inside of your heart. And you're going to see a beautiful white flame. And with every breath that you take, breathe that flame up till it gets higher and higher until it's completely filling the entirety of your chest, residing just below the skin. And now take this flame up, move it to the head, all the way down the shoulders, the elbows, into the fingers, down the back, completely filling the core of the body to the hips, all the way down the legs, the ankles, the toes. Make sure that this light is completely filling you up. This is your divine spark. This is your fractalization point, your connection with that pure divine source energy. And now this energy is going to begin to fold in on itself, and it's going to begin to spin. And as it does, it gets brighter and brighter and hotter and hotter. And it's clearing away any physical blockages that you have in your being. Just let the light dissolve it. And just take a real quick inventory of the body. See if you see any dark spots, any spots that show up as color. If it does, bring that white light to it and just eradicate them. If you have an ache or a pain in your knee, focus on the area, see this light that's kind of clearing and cleansing everything away. And now with your next exhalation, I want you to pop that energy out all around the body, surrounding 360, front, back, top, bottom, all around, and expand it out to completely fill your aura. So if you were having your hands fully extended, it would extend about 2 to 3 inches past your fingertips, above the head, and below the feet. Completely filling this entire area with white light. And now from above is a beautiful golden ball that's going to open up and is going to pour this golden liquid all down this auric field, all beneath you. And as it touches on the bottom, just like that, it solidifies. And it's harder than any known substance on this planet. And it sparkles and it dances as if it had 1,000,000 diamond-esque lights. And now with your next breath, pull all of that light back into your own physical body, allowing it to reside just beneath the skin. And you see a little bitty golden globe just above your head that opens up, and you get another coat, but this time it's just around the body. And this too is a shield of protection. And now I want you to imagine that you're standing in a beautiful open meadow. There's trees all around. You're singing. It's a beautiful, perfect day. There's a rippling brook. You can hear the water flow. And to the east, we call on the energy of Archangel Raphael to come and to create this beautiful template around our bodies. We ask that you bring your green sword of healing, and that every one of us on the top of our aura, and now that green light completely enshrouds our physical, our emotional, our mental, and our spiritual bodies. Because remember, nothing but the highest divine light can penetrate this protective shield. And we ask that this healing, this green light now penetrate all of the cells of our body, going into each and every cell, into the mitochondria, into the DNA, activating those telomeres and awakening those light codes that may be dormant. We ask now that you bring your sword and you touch us in our third eye to help clear away anything that is keeping us from our highest divine spiritual light. And we ask that the 4 winds of the air come and wash away anything that no longer serves us. And to the south, we evoke Archangel Michael and ask him to bring his blue flame of healing, of protection. Create a protective shield around each and every one of us. Allow it to meld with that beautiful golden shield. Penetrate inside into our auric field, into our spiritual, our mental, our emotional, down to that physical body. Allow it to protect each and every cell from illness, from any kind of degeneration, from anything that's going to keep us small. Allow us to expand. Allow us to evoke those spiritual light sources and bring that into our bodies and activate those cells now. Clear away any emotion that no longer serve us. And now to the west, we call on Archangel Gabriel to come, to bring your beautiful crystalline flame sword. Tap each and every one of us on top of our auric shield and create this beautiful purity of light around us that nothing but the highest divine light can ever penetrate this shield. And to reactivate it, all we have to do is think about it, snap our fingers, and therefore it is done. We ask that you open up pure communication so that we may collaborate, create unity and strength among ourselves. And from the north, I call on Archangel Uriel to come. You are the gateway to source. Come and bring your red flame. Come and penetrate our auric shield. Bring that flame within so that we have that spiritual fire that burns deep within each and every one of us. And from above, we call on Metatron to open up the gateways of the universe, to create this crystalline grid around us, this crystalline dome of protection, this crystalline dome that will pull in more of the universal knowledge that we need to assist us in our earth walk. And we call on Archangel Sandoval to come and to be with us now and to activate the crystalline grids within the earth. We ask that they begin to spin and create that energy wherever we are, that it begins to come and to move. It comes and moves into our body, and it activates the blueprint, the crystalline blueprint around each and every one of our bodies so that our divine purpose is activated now. And now, having called in from the east, the south, the west, the north, above and below, we thank you for having come and brought this beautiful healing energy, this activation energy. We ask that this energy continue to work in our lives each and every day. And we now release you in love and in light. And we are so grateful for this day of transformation. And so it is. Aho. So when you're ready, take a couple cleansing deep breaths in and out. Just kind of let the energy, kind of move through the body. Maybe move the feet around, the neck, the shoulders, the arms, the hands. And so it is. And I want to wish everyone a wonderful transformation and ascension day. Woohoo!
Oh my God, Sheila, and the comments in the chat.
Oh,
That was so powerful. So guys, you can sign up and be with Sheila tomorrow night, by the way, because every Monday night, Sheila has, Wish Alliance has a wonderful speaker intimate gathering, right?
yes, we do. And all you have to do is go to wishalliance.org and sign up. Or if you want to do any work with me personally, if you want to have your own blueprint activated, if you want to have any type of healing work done, if you need crystalline work done on your land, regardless of where you are. I can walk you through these steps and we can do this together. I provide a lot of long distance services, and you can check that out on SheilaSeppi.com. And if you sign up to be on my mailing list, you'll get the first chapter of my book, Walk-ins, Cosmology of the Soul, free. And then if you visit the website Walk-ins, that's walk-ins.org, I have all of the individuals that was in that book listed on the site with a synopsis of their experiences. I have the introduction. I have the forward listed, so you can get the forward, the introduction, and then there's also a questionnaire that you can complete if you think that you may be a walk-in. And then if you are, you have this whole community waiting with open arms to embrace you.
I want everyone to know that a few weeks ago I had a session with Sheila because I knew I was kind of a walk-in, but not like her. I had a different kind of experience. It's like I've just gradually awakened to the realization I'm not the same person I was born. And the session was so powerful. I highly recommend it as integration and even a starting point. So Sheila, we love you so much. I want to just thank you for being on. And we are going to